Oh, wow. Another good morning. Another good morning. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine, Williams Foster Hall, Harvey Brown Fontaine Turner, Hill Holt McCain Cash Johnson. Only good because just before last evening, God saw that everything that day was good. And guess what? Me and you and the whole wide world was a part of what God saw. We are indeed a part of God's goodness. And I, Laverne, accept the goodness, the news, the new stuff in this new day. And I am raring to go. This is going to be a wonderful day. I just know it. I can just feel it. No matter what happens, what is it? No matter what betides, this will be a good day because God has already ordained it to be good. So let's just be good and go straight to the Acts. Acts, the 16th chapter, verses 11 through, let's see, 15. Verses 11 through 15. Lydia's conversion in Philippi. Lydia's conversion in Philippi. I already know that this is going to be good. From Troas, we put out to sea and sailed straight for Samothrace. I think that's how it's pronounced. And the next day on to Neapolis. From there, we traveled to Philippi, a Roman colony and the leading city of that district of Macedonia. And we stayed there for several days. On the Sabbath, we went outside the city gate to the river, where we expected to find a place of prayer. We sat down and began to speak to the women who had gathered there. One of those listening was a woman named Lydia, a dealer in purple cloth from the city of Thyatira, who was a worshiper of God. The Lord opened her heart to respond to Paul's message. When she and the members of her household were baptized, she invited us to her home. If you consider me a believer in the Lord, she said, come and stay at my house. And she persuaded us. This is just so beautiful. So yes, on this day, I speak to the women, and I keep the women embraced within the palms of my prayers during this generation. This is so confirming and affirming to me. Women, I speak to you specifically, but I also speak to the men and the children to keep the women embraced within the palms of our prayers, because women have the power to persuade, and especially so when they mix that persuasion with the Spirit, a spiritual attribute, the power to persuade. So, and listen, Lydia was also, as it says here to me, an entrepreneur. She was a dealer in the purple cloth, and purple was and is royal. So women, I speak to you, and I am keeping you embraced within the palms of my prayers, because whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not, you do have the spiritual power to persuade today and during this present generation. So invite them into your circle. Invite them into your circle. Men, women, children. You don't have to beg, borrow, or steal because you have the spiritual power to persuade. And you may not see any of the miracles that you perform or that you are responsible for, but believe you me, when you put your spiritual power to persuade into action so that it just becomes a natural part of you, that's also the power of a miracle worker. That's what I believe. So that yes, just before evening, because you women know who you are and what you have before you, what you have facing you, God will saw. And what you set into action, God will saw just before evening that it was good, that it was good. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine, Williams, Foster Hall, Harvey Brown, Fontaine, Turner, Hill, Holt, McCain, Cash. I have just received from these powerful words some material, some information, some guidance for the book, the novel that I am in the process of writing. So I thank God for the inspiration that I have been given just from these words this morning. And I thank you so much for listening. This is and will be a good day and a good time during this present generation, because I know that some of y'all women out there heard exactly what I said. And I do know that you are encouraged, because I am encouraged to keep on keeping on. So let's just get on up and let's go on out, because we know that we support each other and we got us a job to do. But we can do it because we have the spiritual power to persuade. So let's just get on up and going out and start persuading. That's persuading, huh? Okay, I'm going to ponder on that this day, because there's something else in that word, persuading. So let's just go on and do our thing, which is to follow Jesus.